Okay guys, welcome back to SA Detailing channel. This episode we're going to be taking a look at Wowo's new butter wax, their final shine, and also look at a few different sorts of towels. So stay tuned for all that footage guys. Look forward to hearing your feedback and hopefully you'll enjoy hearing what I have to say about them. So this guys is Wowo's butter wax. Okay, so this is Wowo's third version I believe of their butter wax. There's a dedicated show wax for it, it tells me, and it's really easy to apply. So I'm going to use my MR2 as the test bed for this. It's obviously went through the full wash process, so it's safe to apply this. See how it goes on, see how it goes off, and see how the car looks afterwards. Quickly straight away you can see just how oily that is and how soft it is. So I'm not going to need much. I think a little is going to go a long way with this. I've actually still got wax on the applicator there, and that was just from one single swipe, but I even made an indent in it. The bonnet, driver's wing, and the top of the driver's door, both the headlight covers, and it still looks like I have a little bit of wax left on the applicator to use. I think this wax will last forever. Finally time to put a little bit more on just to do the lower part of the car. That's all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this about 10 minutes to cure. So whilst the front end's curing off, I'm going to apply a little bit more wax on the rest of the car and get more done. So as I said in one of the previous videos, I'm all about time saving. So instead of doing one panel waiting 10 minutes then moving on to the next, I'll do as much as I can in that 10 minutes, allow me to then start buffing. So then by the time I get to the last bit, that should have had its 10 minutes as well. And then hopefully I might be somewhere near done with the waxing. It's now time to start the front end, start buffing, seeing how this fantastic butter wax from Wowo's looks, and whether it is actually fantastic or not, let's have a look. It is quite hard to see with the light and the colour of the car, but the wax has started to haze over nicely, so that to me suggests we're definitely ready to be buffing this off. There you go, you can probably just see it just down there, starting to haze up nicely. So let's get the camera set back up, give this a buff. Okay guys, so for buffing I'm going to be using this, a Grey CarPro Boa. Later on in the video I'll be talking a bit more about microfibres and the different thicknesses and why we use them, or why I use them anyway. So let's buff this off, see how it feels when it's coming off, see if it's easy or whether it's a nightmare. Well, first thoughts are it's coming off really easy, as I would expect from a show wax, and initially it feels absolutely like silk. It's what you want from a wax, good. Okay, so whilst I'm waiting for the final parts of the car to cure off, ready to buff, I'll obviously tell you some of my thoughts on this. Now, I'm not 100% sure how Fraser is actually pricing this. I'm not sure if it's going to be falling into the £30–40 category or more than £50–60. Personally, for the quality of it, it definitely warrants a £60 price tag if that is what Fraser puts on it. Now, the wax itself, as you can see, it's nicely presented. You've seen a little snippet. It comes in its own little presentation box with this little baby inside of it. Now, first thoughts when I opened it, it smells lovely. Nothing fancy about it, no particular standout smell. It doesn't smell like an aftershave, but at the same time it doesn't smell god awful like rotten eggs. It's very oily, as you've seen from one of the initial shots, which means it spreads incredibly well. A little truly does go a long way, and I'll show you in a moment just how little I've actually used out of this pot. Now, the instructions are simple. It's like any wax. Little goes a long way. Leave it for a relevant cure time based upon your weather conditions, so your sunlight, your temperature, your humidity, even the car that you're doing. Is it a car that you can whip round, do the full wax and then buff it fully, or do you have to break it down into segments? With my car, I broke it down into two. Front half, back half, or side to side. In this case I went side to side with it. I've left it for 10 minutes and it's buffed off incredibly easy using my deep pile microfiber towel from CarPro. Fantastic bit of kit, which I'll mention those again soon. Overall, would I buy this wax? Well, yes, I would. Would I use it again? Most certainly and most definitely. Has Fraser hit the nail on the head once again with this? Definitely. Definitely another product that's top quality coming out of the Wowo's factory. Now, following this, once I went through the towels with you, I will be giving it a final wipe down with their final shine. Quick detailer type of product, but it is purely gloss enhancing, so it'll be interesting to see what it can do with this shabby old 25-year-old paint. So let's have a look at some final shots and let's get into the rest of the video. Welcome to this small little section on microfiber towels. Now, I am going to be going through these in more detail in a later episode, but I have been asked on Instagram what towels I'm using and why. That's through various different processes, so not just since I've started this YouTube venture. Now, I'll start out with one thing: drying towels. These I'm going to cover in depth in a full length episode, so please don't think I've discredited the drying towel. that has an episode all of its own. Stay tuned. So we'll start from the basics, or the bottom end of the scale. Your general purpose from a supermarket, bag of rag sort of towel. Very, very thin, has next to no weight to it at all, and I believe it would offer no protection, or not protection, but no way of ensuring a safe, scratch-free finish. That's why these are used for dashboards, for dusting, engine bays, door shuts, jobs that are disposable. Very cheap. Buy a bag of these for about £5 and you get a load of them. Moving up the scale though, you still have a general purpose towel, but it is a couple of pounds per towel, and you can feel the difference over the green one there. These I will use again mainly for interior work, sort of your piano black dashboards and such, where scratching is a high risk. You can feel the quality, obviously you guys at home can't, but you can feel the quality in your hands. That feels very rough and coarse. This is a lot smoother, a lot softer, and be a lot more gentle on those finishes. Keeping with supermarkets, you have what Asda badge as your drying towel. Now I said I wasn't going through the drying towels, but there's a reason why this is included. I don't use it as a drying towel, as you can probably see. These sorts of towels I use for wheels. Not necessarily drying wheels, but buffing off of sealants, protection and excess tyre dressings where applicable. They are soft enough that they're not going to damage the paintwork on an alloy wheel or a coating, but they are disposable enough that if they get marked such like this, of heavily corroded or heavily pitted and damaged or dirty wheels, I'm not going to mind throwing it away, especially for the size of it. You can segment it off, so you can use section per wheel, get all your wheels done, and maybe you get 2 or 3 goes out of it. I'll occasionally wash them, separate from everything else, but that again is another episode where I'll go through all of that. You then have the popular towel. It pops up everywhere. This is your Kent Microfiber towel. Now these are generally available from Costco and most of your detailing stockists. They are a nice, good weight towel. They're not the thickest weight in the world, but they're certainly a lot better than these items here. A lot of people use these safely for removing waxes and sealants, even dashboard work, basically everything. It's a jack of all trades sort of towel. Now myself, I keep these to interior work again, engine bay, door shuts, exhaust work, so again disposable things, because it's not as plush as I would like. Now that's not to say it's a bad towel, it's just my preference. I prefer to use something of a higher quality. I've seen people use these to remove coatings, to remove waxes, remove sealants with little to no damage at all. So it is a good quality towel and they are reasonably inexpensive. A pack of these from Costco is between £12 and £18 depending on how many you buy and whether you are a registered business, etc, etc. So a good quality towel at a reasonable price, and it will do for a lot of hobbyists and keen people alike. So good towel to bear in mind and a good one to have in your bag. Now finally, the towels that you will see me use a lot. This is the orange CarPro boa. That is half of the towel. So they are a pretty reasonable size. This one is about ready to be downgraded to door shuts, but those are about 400 weight or 480 weight GSM towel. Now this is where you're starting to get expensive and into the realms of ridiculous to some people. This is about £4 to £5 per towel. Why is it that price? Well, it's a Korean microfiber. Some of you will be thinking, Korean, what's that got to do with anything? Well, Korean microfibers are among the best in the world. You get what you pay for with these, and they are a quality item. These I will use for sealants, waxes, quick detailers. I'll even use them on the interior if needs be, if I have enough spare, because I've got literally 2 boxes full of these, such as the quality of them. Now that one is CarPro's lowest, if you like, GSM that I would use. They do towels similar to these, but for the cost of these I'll just keep with them. This is where I start looking at my dedicated specialist towels. And what you'd have seen earlier when I was using Wowo's butter wax was this, the grey CarPro boa. So again, nice big towel, but this is in the realms of 600 GSM, so even heavier again. These are ideal for your waxes, your sealants and your coatings because they just absorb so much of the product that you have applied. It allows you to finish to a streak-free, smear-free finish, and being as thick and as soft as it is, you are not going to damage your paint. That is the key part of detailing. You want any contact to be minimal, and you want the contact that you do have to be safe, to be sound, and to be of best practice. There's no way on this planet I would use a green towel such as that to buff off a wax, a sealant, or even apply a quick detailer. It's just not thick enough. If there is any dust that has fallen on the car, if you're outside like myself here today, you need a thicker towel to try and minimise any contact issues you may have. Now, I haven't gone through these in much detail. I don't plan on doing it, because that is going to be a future episode where I will look at a few different brands of towels. So I won't just be sticking with the Car Pros, I won't just be sticking with your supermarkets and your Wowos. I will be trying to get ones from other suppliers such as Liquid Elements, Microfiber Madness, Tech Philosophy, all of the big names. I'm going to try and get a lot of those towels together and spend one episode solely looking at those, the differences, and which ones I would keep in my bag and why. So now anyway guys, it looks like the weather has changed again, and I have enough of a break in it to use this Wowo's Final Shine. Let's have a look at this, see how this works, and see if it is another Wowo's product that ticks all the boxes. Okay, so Wowo's Final Shine. The final stay in glossiness. Excuse the photobombing dog. So, Final Shine. Give the bottle a good shake as usual. Either spray directly onto a panel and work it in with the foam applicator, or spray onto the applicator, or spray onto the towel, wipe off. Basically a general sort of thing. If you want to spray it on your body, go. If you want to spray it on an applicator, go. Buff it off with a deep microfiber towel, as so, and it's done. It's that easy. Fraser says nothing about eating or drinking this one, so Fraser, if I drink this, it's on you. Let's just have a quick smell though. Ooh, I like that one. What I'll now do, I will turn the towel to a dry side. Wow, that feels slick. It feels really slick. So it's not grabby like some of the products I've used previously are. Okay then, so full on selfie cam mode for this. I've had to revert back to the Sony because the SLR battery is about dead. What do I think of Wowo's Final Shine? Well, as per the other products, not a letdown. Very, very easy to use. Does exactly what it says, no frills attached. Spray, buff, job done. Smells delightful, which again, like I say, isn't important, but it helps when you're trying to spend so many hours on your car cleaning it. Now, this is on the top of Wowo's Butter Wax, so the gloss is pretty good for 25-year-old paint. I'll be interested to see how it goes on the Nismo, but unfortunately I won't be spending any time on that because it was returning to the dealer soon. I'll be getting basic maintenance washes from now on. So overall a product, very, very easy to use, very, very delightful to use, to be honest, if you want to say that. It goes on very, very easy, comes off just as easy, and emphasises all the gloss from your prior prep work and application. So Fraser, you've not disappointed again with the two products I've tested today, and I look forward to using more of your lines in the future. So remember guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, fire across your comments on today's video and what you want to see in the future, and I'll see you in the next episodes.